And I mean, this is going to be a bit of an interesting game. Sprout played very well yesterday.
They did play well yesterday. It's a different level of opposition they're going against.
It is.
You've got Skadoodle out there who looked phenomenal. Not an easy person to counter when he's looking good with that AWP. Yeah, this is going to be a new test to see what level they're at.
I'm definitely excited, and we'll see what happens. They're going to be playing on Inferno as we just got through the desk, and Sprout starting on the T side, Cloud9 on the CT side. And so far, we have 2 Molotovs and 2 smokes. That is a big indication that something is brewing here for the Sprout side.
Something is brewing. That's on Crystal and Speedy. Speedy's very, very far back still. Crystal and alt mid. So they're just clearing out the A-halls, making their presence known, making sure there's no aggression from the CT side. Tarek's playing towards CT spawn as well, so we can have a quick rotation because it seems like Sprout is all falling back towards B. So this will be your standard smokes, Molotovs into the bomb site. Automatic, how soon can he get this spot? 1 bullet rings out and he falls back into the site, but he's going to get Molotov out of this position, I would imagine.
You hate to see 5 men running at you with Glocks, but if your feet are on fire at the same time, it gets so much worse, and that just might be happening to Cloud9 here. Deep Molotov into the corner, forcing them out, and here come the Glocks. It's Sen picking up Stewie, 1 kill, Innocent following up, Tarek gets 2, but it's still too late. 2 on 3, and the bomb is going to be going down. That was almost perfect execution. Beautiful counter-strike coming out of Sprout here.
Stewie had no idea that Molotov was going to come to his position. Normally, it's reserved for the oranges and second oranges, and the new box is in the back. Either way, he's forced out. Tarek's done his best to keep things equalized. Rush and Skadoodle have a big job to do. There's a great shot from Rush. Gonna go for another one. Smoke goes down with Speedy, peaks early. Skadoodle now trying to find it. He gets 1. He turns around, but Crystal's come through the smoke just at the right moment. Nice aggression, nice teamwork from Sprout.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Crystal challenging that smoke, not necessarily an easy choice. He could have, tried to play the long game and sort of played for the bomb instead on the other side.
Yep.
But that worked out very well. Honestly, that was an incredibly well-coordinated pistol round. I think everyone could see what the idea was. But it's not always that matches up with reality. Sometimes you throw those grenades and you just get shot in the face anyway. This is just perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it shows you how effective those Molotovs can be to force those players out. I mean, Automatic and Stewie, neither of them had a comfortable fight. They were both forced into the open. No way for them to get under cover and just survive. And if it wasn't for the fact that Tarek would already been cheating halfway towards CT spawn as it was, he wouldn't even have been there in time to get those 2 kills. So really nicely done from Sprout. Now using the utility to pretty much systematically take control of Banana. Dennis looks like he wants to peek into this B bomb site, see what he can find. It's Automatic and Stewie here. There's a peek with the Deagle from Automatic, and Dennis is going to get more aggressive, and so is Automatic, but he's missing his shots. Stewie's got 1 blind, and he's found a kill. Dennis is wrapping around. They've got to stop him, and they do.
Oh no, I mean, it looked like it was going to be fairly risk-free because it's just 1 MAC-10 that you're sort of pushing in with, but then it felt like they wanted to back each other up anyway. Instead of just sacrificing 1 person, they sacrificed 2, and now it's looking ugly. And from the very beginning, Rush has been boosted up on the other side of the map, and he's actually in a very interesting position now. Crystal is trying to make his way through, crouching in towards yellow and just looking to try and see if he can catch anyone off on the B-bomb side. Sen coming out, and there's the boost from Rush that I was just talking about. This is not looking good for Sprout.
This is the play right here. I'm not sure why they're even bothering with the fact that Crystal's in this position. I don't know if he's been spotting out. Stewie's looking for it. Stewie's very aware this is a possibility. Very impressive awareness from him. And there it is. They're going to come back. Crystal, Stewie's still watching it. And that gets shut down, but a nice idea from Crystal, and Sprout is going to get stopped cold.
So we were so excited about that pistol round. Things were looking great, and now they're going to have a really hard time here. 10 seconds, and Speedy just has to run and try and save the AK into the next round. So, I mean, at least Cloud9 don't get to save many good rifles, but they still win the round. And honestly, that was just a little bit weird. It looked like they weren't exactly sure what to do. Like, they wanted to play the early round just poking around, and then half the team sort of committed to it anyway, which is a bit strange.
That's what happened. Like, it seems like a scouting play to kind of just try and find information. They get overextended. I feel like they expected to have more success before they got into those positions, and some of the initial fights didn't work out. That wrap around through construction, the initial fight is meant to get he's meant to get a kill, and since it doesn't happen, then he's got a 2-on-1 essentially facing him. So really nice job by Cloud9. Galil brought into the next round, MAC-10 brought into the next round. The scout still in the hands. That's in Skadoodle this time, and a great nade down mid.
Could there be a follow-up? Stewie's lining it up. There's going to be a double down there, and Crystal, with a little bit of help from Galil, going to be able to be taken down from Automatic. Scout body shot comes in. Dennis is almost down. Skadoodle He's going to be falling back and trying to put up the Molotov, but they're not going to respect it. Almost pushing through his send. Dennis has gone down in the meantime, and now 3 versus 4 here. Quite clear, could still be trouble. Automatic almost got caught jumping there.
Oh, that's a great shot from Zen. Skadoodle's got to adjust. He's got to recover. Oh, and Zen almost finds that if he was able to get one more. Either way, Innocent with an M4 has a chance here, but Skadoodle, what a scout shot right in the face. That was pretty much his only chance of survival.
Yeah, it got that one way out. The farm boy strength came back into play again, getting the headshot. And that's going to put us into the 4th round, so a bit disappointing. This is actually, you know, sort of a new team, this one, and I think this is one of those tests that's, it's hard to sort of, you can obviously play the game a lot, you can prepare strats and everything else. It's hard to know how the team is going to react to having a great start and then a big upset right afterwards, right? That's you got to mentally get back in the game. Curious to see if Sprout are going to be able to do that, because you can't know that until you actually try it.
Yeah, how do they react? And essentially, I think they have to take the mental idea that they just lost pistol. That's the best way to kind of move past it. 4 players now going to be moving up bananas. Cloud9. They don't want to take a whole lot of deaths here. I've not mentioned it a number of times. Early on in these CT halves, build up that money is goal number 1. Automatic's going to peek out with the AK. And he gets sting twice. I think that's through the coffins, though, and it's with Glock, so obviously not a whole lot of damage. And there's the spray down. Very well done. Deagle comes out. Stewie's going to get the last one.
That sounded so serious with the double dink, and I looked at his health and he still had 88, so I was like, wait a minute.
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh god, here it comes.
Well then.
It goes back to that conversation about spamming.
Yeah, again.
Obviously the Glock not the ideal weapon to spam with.
It really isn't. But there are some maps where it's surprisingly effective. That shadow position on Mirage that people hold under the the ladder.
Okay.
You can shoot right through almost all of those boxes with a Glock, and people don't always know that.
Cool.
So there are some positions.
I didn't know that.
Go check it out. Everyone, load up Counter-Strike and find out for yourselves.
Smart play from Innocent. The immediate smoke. He was ready for that Molotov to land on his feet, and they boost up right in that smoke as well, so that Dennis can peer through it. So cool ideas that can stop aggression. If Stewie and Automatic had pushed down that, unlikely they'd expect Dennis to be ready.
If you were watching the last game that we were casting here on Inferno, you may notice a slight difference in just how aggressive the sort of the play was on Banana in the last game, and much less so this time. You can really see both teams are trying to play a bit more measured. So interesting clash of styles almost.
Yes. And Sprout is going to start running out of utility. 3 smokes, all at the B bomb site. Zen is over in alt mid as the flanker, as the lurker. He's going to see nothing. 2 smokes and 2 flashbangs on the Sprout side for this B hit that's going to come in. The tough part is, well, Stewie's got 1 counter flash, so it's not that great of utility on the defense, but that boost is going to be pretty effective.
Going to be hard for Stewie and Automatic to hold this one in. So many grenades raining through. 40 seconds, and, well, Stewie, good spray and great counter flash coming out. Dennis, no chance at all. The boost is in. Automatic turning around. Stewie doing even more work, and Automatic following it up. They're just completely crushing this offense, and now Crystal is going to be going down as the last player. That worked very well. Oh. That one flashbang early on was just absolutely overpowering. The
only thing that was better than it was the second flash that came in and blinded 3 players in water. That was sick. Really good patience, really good communication and coordination from Cloud9 on that defense. Sprout makes no entrance into the bomb site, so back to the pistols. Deagles are being purchased up by the terrorist side.
Slight frustration, obviously, here early on for Sprout. Those Deagles, though, see if they can land a couple of good shots. Do some damage here to the Cloud9 economy, which is starting to take off. It's not really quite there yet, but looking slightly better than was.
Yeah, 3 players sitting right below 6,000. That can get dangerous quickly. Dennis and Zen with some armor, so you'd expect they're going to be the kind of ones to lead the way. The Deagles hoping for a pick, and that would be a great opportunity. Tarek's brought down to 40. Gotta be careful. Stewie still being aggressive, spraying through the smoke, and Innocent walks right into it. And now pressure comes towards the A bomb site. Speedy and Hall's 2 players coming up lane. Tarek's in the bomb site, 1 on the balcony, a deadly crossfire setup, especially on top of the box. There's 1 with the UMP. There's a follow-up from Rush. And Speedy doesn't even get a chance to make his move. Last one left, and that's an easy kill. No damage taken from Cloud9, no deaths. They get to build up a lot more money.
But especially Rush. Those 2 UMP kills puts him just shy of $10,000 at the beginning of this round. So that's a lot to try and deal with. Skadoodle's been playing well with the AWP so far in the tournament, so the fact that some of his teammates have that big of a bank mean even if he loses it in a round, they can still sort of pick it up for him later on, and that's a good little buffer to have. 5-1 the scoreline moving into the 7th round, and I think it's too early to have any kind of a panic, but this is what I was talking about with sort of the mental strength of Sprout. I really want to see them now get back into it and show that they're not scared of Cloud9, they can still take the fight to them.
This will be the indication one of this first full buy of guns and utility. Dennis, Sprout uses their own smoke that pretty much plumed right at the same position of Cloud9's to get aggressive and to gain control of Banana very quickly. And I think once Automatic saw that, you know, Sprout threw a smoke in that same position as well, he's like, all right, they've got some kind of aggression, some kind of plan for him, not even mess with the fight, just falls all the way back, plays it safe. And again, this is just going to be Sprout, a heavy play towards the B bomb site. 5 players here in Banana, and Tarek's rotated over as well.
They can actually Molotov exactly where Stewie is, and it's going to land right on his head. He has to move, and they don't quite catch him falling back. Still more grenades are coming in from the defensive side, holding Sprout back. So all of these grenades aren't working out. Tarek with a massive spray down, getting a double. Stewie to follow it up, and Crystal on the other side might as well pack it up here. Nothing left to achieve. Stewie trying to hunt him down, peeks it up with a jump, flashes us in, knife is out, and he's gonna get stabbed. Crystal, oh my god, what a brutal round.
Yes, that is Stewie with the psychological warfare, just shaming Sprout. And this is tough. I mean, Tarek here, the 3rd player, cheated over. He takes the initial fight. You could just see Stewie wants to get aggressive as well. He's not going to let his teammate go down without returning those kills. And it's the problem of Sprout of executing 5-on-5 into the B bomb site with a minute left on the clock. There's so many nades used. I mean, even when those Molotovs go into the B bomb site, you want to be able to punish the players who have to move out of that area of the Molotov. The fact that there's counter flashes, the fact that there's still a CT smoke that just went up in the choke point, the fact that there's Molotovs on the ground prevents Sprout from really punishing that, because this is why it's so hard on Inferno once CT teams get that economy. You have to be able to pressure bomb sites to force that utility out before you really commit. Otherwise, you're just going to get neutralized once you go for it.
And I mean, this has been a couple of really great defenses on B for Cloud9, where they do exactly that. They have the utility. They were able to cancel out pretty much all of the grenade users from the T side. I'm so impressed by what Cloud9 are showing us here at the B bomb side, because this has been a talking point for Inferno so far in the tournament, that not many teams actually are very good at defending B or Banana, but you have to be able to do one or the other. And so far, Cloud9 have come up with a really good answer, which is just having great counter grenades over on that side.
Very confident to just give up Banana. We've seen it a number of times. They're happy to sit back into that B bomb site. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. We'll see if Sprout can adjust, because, like you said, it's been a real heavy emphasis on the B bomb site for Sprout. They're going to have to try A now, and Cloud9 surely is going to know that. They've brought Skadoodle over with the AWP. He's on the half wall. They're going to cheat a 4th player over towards A. That's Stewie. He's not quite there yet. Bracket control just goes out to Sprout. He does a little bit of chip damage. All Tarek's Molotov gets extinguished. That's not ideal. Here comes the hit through the smoke. They're going to jump right at him. Automatically, the site sprays down one. A great trade from Zen. Do they realize Rush is here? No. He gets one. Now he's surrounded. Can he get a second one as he falls into pit? Pulls out the pistol. He does get it somehow. Oh, and another one. Saves the round. Brings it into a one-on-one.
No idea how Rush just did that. Should have been dead at least 10 times now. It's Skadoodle versus Sen. No bomb has been planted yet. Skadoodle very patient here, and Sen tries to make the jump. He's gonna get picked off. Oh wow, Rush is an absolute hero. This is so mental. The fact that he's not dead right now, like already there are 2 people shooting at him. This is so miraculous.
Especially with how the extra time it takes to pull the CZ out since that kind of change came into that pistol. That's a lot of extra time that Sprout had to eliminate him. And that's tough to deal with as a Sprout player.
Oh god, now we hate to do this, Moses, but if we look at the scoreboard here, Innocent is at 1 kill, Dennis is at 0. That's so unlike Dennis.
He had a great game yesterday as well in that I guess, quote-unquote upset over Space Soldiers. Very nice performance indeed.
So that probably accounts for some part of this. I mean, you have to imagine a lot of those deaths have been just the complete shutdowns over at B, where really nobody got anything done. But still, you need that. Just a couple of opening kills, anything right now. Out of Innocent and Dennis, that would certainly help out. Crystal didn't quite see it there. Might be able to get a great pick off. He's ready for it, and Rush just sort of meanders into it.
really did. Tarek on the boost. He had to drop down. He knows one's up mid. That's Dennis. Runs right into the crosshair. Speedy's going to try and make his play, but he's been spotted out. Cloud9 aware of what's coming, and they've doubled up in the site. This can be a dangerous setup to have. 2 players inside the bomb site. We'll see how they handle it.
Flashbangs all around. They're still sort of stacked up here. Sprout maybe a little bit too slow. Yeah, here come the counter grenades. Backup is being called for as well. Tarek takes one more. Out in the open, he's going to go down, but Automatic not being able to continue the spray. That could have worked out. Skadoodle now sneaking up in the middle behind him, but they have the men advantage. He's going to bait out the first shot, and now Molotov to try and force it out. Crystal easily takes him down, and Sprout able to pick up a second round. It's been a long time coming, but finally they do it.
I mean, great counter flash to hold off that hit as long as possible. With 2 players in the site, Automatic could never get involved with the angle that Tarek was fighting at. That's why you kind of want one player to be in the pit. A great round for Sprout, finally finding a way to trade into the site. Pick off on Rush helped a great deal. He was turned around watching for a Halls jump out. I don't think he realized how far his hip was sticking out. 7-2, and the switch into the double op setup is there. Skadoodle with one and Stewie with the other. And if you're a new viewer that hasn't seen a whole lot of Counter-Strike, Stewie has a very different style of opping, much more aggressive. And the double nade down mid, Crystal eats both of them.
Such a hard way to start a round because you really feel like that's not necessary. You know, you could avoid it, you could have played it safe. You don't actually need to run into those grenades, but he did. And Sen gonna get shut down from Skadoodle. So just as things were looking up, just like after the pistol, Stewie gonna be picking up Dennis here. It's just all crumpling. Nothing is working. 0, 0, and 10 for Dennis. Innocent and Speedy, what are they gonna do?
All that's left is hit the B bomb site, see if you can win a 2-on-2. Maybe you can somehow find 2 clean kills and turn this around. At the very least, get a couple kills. You now identify there's a double op setup, so you know it's expensive. There's the ring out as Stewie gets blind, and that's given Speedy the angle. You can see Stewie doesn't want to re-peek until his teammate's flashbang comes in. Just jockeying for position are these oppers with the support of their teammates.
Almost crouching through the smoke. Stewie not afraid to take this fight. The longer it goes on, the worse it gets. Time is running down. Speedy's out of it. And Innocent, he can't even really fall back. Rush is making his way into the T apartments now, so it's only going to get worse from here on out. A little bit of damage could be very useful. He's trying to go for the long spray on 25 health himself, and yeah, he realizes he's boxed in.
It's just such a tough feeling. I mean, we talked about the one they win the pistol and lose the second. That's one way to do it. But when you go such a long period without winning a round and then you finally get one, it's a great relief. And then when you just get shut down in the following round, you get picked off by Skadoodle, a double nade kills Crystal, and you lose 2 players in the first 20 seconds. That's another very depressing feeling that you just can't get anything going, can you?
So what's the ace up the sleeve strat here that's going to come up from Sprout? Obviously, we've got a timeout. I mean, what do you do? They've had some well-coordinated attacks on B bomb side that have been countered extremely well, but I mean, they've certainly had a plan for it. So
I think you go back. I mean, this round, you've got to kind of, I guess a half buy is going to be in order just because they've been put so far back. I mean, you want to have some kind of utility. You want to start punishing some of the economy knowing it's double up, but I guess you have to go if you're Sprout towards that round they did with the CZs and the pistols over towards A. The one where Rush got those 2 kills or 3 kills in the pit that he shouldn't have gotten 2 of them. He should have been dead long before that. So you go back to that and you say we had the position to really punish them and we weren't able to do it, but we at least had the position.
My favorite thing in the world is the 4-man push out of apartments with a flash from middle. I think I've said this a number of times, but I always think that's worth trying because if that flashbang blinds the player that's playing on the balcony, then that's all the setup you really need. So right now, they're all in mid and second mid. It looks like there's going to be quite a few grenades raining in. We'll see if this is going to work out. Big, heavy stack here towards the quad side with Rush and Skadoodle. Tarek is on the other side too, so it won't be easy to make their way through.
Speedy taking some nade damage again. Another double nade down mid to open up the round from Cloud9. Sprout's going to have to start keeping that in mind and avoid it. Here comes the utility usage. They wanted to go, and you can see the counter nade, and now they've just got to go through it. Big disadvantage here for Sprout. Its flashbang does work on Tarek, forces him back, and here comes the attack.
Skadoodle close, does get baited out a tiny bit, missing the shot. Now he's fallen back next in line. Rush and then Skadoodle with the bomb down in front of him, so he can call in the entire cavalry here. It's going to be Skadoodle continuing with the pistol now. He needs a little bit of backup, and Tarek is going to be there. Great team play. Nobody goes down. Cloud9 finding a 9th round. They just have so much money. This is obnoxious.
Yeah, that's what we call skadangling. Just pulling that player right into Tarek's crosshair. You think you've got him. You're chasing him down around the box. You just get shot in the face.
Oh, man. I'm not sure I wanted to know that.
Do you watch hockey? They have the dangle when you dangle someone?
I don't.
On the ice? Okay.
You're going to make Sadakist upset, but I'm so sorry, Matt.
Well, hockey fans out there will get it. There's Rush. Bit aggressive. Wants the information. Gets tagged up and decides not to pressure. It's kind of cool. We've seen Cloud9, do some of these, sort of aggressive individual plays, but they're not committing to them. When they realize they don't have it, they're just backing off, which is quite cool because you're getting information and you're not getting punished. You're also telling Sprout that you're willing to do some crazy stuff.
They really have been. Sprout, again, scattered armor, some grenades, some upgraded pistols here. All about making an impact. They are only on 2 rounds, but if you can get up to, 4 or 5, then maybe it could get interesting. Tarek gonna get the spray down on 1, making it a quick triple as they come through the smoke. He gets the quad, and that's 10 rounds for Cloud9. So this is just looking fabulous right now. They're not bleeding players.
No.
Sprout just aren't getting anything done right now.
No, I mean, it's just so many multi-kills coming out for the Cloud9 side. No one from Sprout is able to trade any of these, and Tarek's just having a field day behind this smoke. No one's finding him. No one's able to make it through. He's got backup on lane side. Tarek's at 17-7. Stewie's at 14-4. Now those are the 2 B defenders. Or actually, no, excuse me. It's been automatic in Stewie over there.
Yeah.
Tarek's the support. Rotating between the bomb sites.
The support with 17 kills.
Yeah,
a wise man prophesized a while ago that we were entering the Tarek era, and so far, I mean, this has been working out great for him.
Yeah, that guy's really smart.
Dennis is on the other side, and he actually picked up a kill finally, so maybe that could be the beginning of something for him. Sometimes that is actually all you need, is sort of a player that's had a rough game, which happens every once in a while. You pick up a kill, and then you start to roll it in from there. Stewie playing close, ignoring the grenades, will eventually be forced back. An automatic was there, so they don't get as much out of it as they wanted, but they get the banana control.
You could see how willing as well Stewie is to be aggressive with that op. Sticking around even though he sees the Molotovs and the nades coming, eats a flashbang, still goes for the timing. Some nice movement to get away. This is going to be an important defense. Scooter with that first kill. Tarek is waiting close up, and exactly no one from Sprout even wants to go through that. They've been trained to fear these kind of situations. And it's back to the B bomb site we go.
Oh, smoke goes up in front of Speedy on the other side, so he can't even really lurk out of the apartments. Meanwhile, Sprout are setting up for an attack here on the B bomb side. Smoke is already in. They're making a bit of noise here, hoping maybe that Speedy can get the kill. That's why he's still lingering over here. He really wants to pick someone off before they go, but it's only 30 seconds. Now the smoke is finally gone, so can they make this work? And Automatic is sneaking in with a flashbang behind, and he still gets the kill, but he spots all the rest out. That's all he needed to know. Speedy gets spotted out as well. I mean, you can see the plans being worked on here from Sprout, but Cloud9 are playing an incredibly annoying version of Counter-Strike where they're just constantly on them. They're not getting any space to work with, and that will be round number 11 here.
That's quite nice from Cloud9. As they've done this whole game, Tarek has had a very good read on how this T side from Sprout is playing out. He's finding himself at the right bomb sites in the right location at the right time. That time they pull him over towards the B bomb site, flash over, allow Automatic to go for the information, to go for the play with the flashbang. He gets 1 kill and he dies, but Tarek's already there, so it's not like Stewie's left alone, because the only thing Sprout has left to do at that point is hit the bomb site. It's hard to tell, really, if this is... I want to say that this is some of the best teamwork I've seen out of Cloud9, but it's hard to tell if it looks that good, because Sprout isn't able to trade very many kills. If they're not getting the timings aren't working, if Dennis having a rough game, things of that nature, or if it's because of this teamwork from Cloud9 that they're having this rough of a game.
I mean, I understand exactly what you mean, and it is kind of a hard question to answer. I think one of the ways in which we're going to be able to test that theory is if we get to see them play Inferno again later in the tournament and see how they play then. Because if they can do this again and replicate this kind of defense, I mean, that's obviously very impressive. 11-2 here. Looks like they do want to set up for another mid hit here with a couple of flashbangs. They haven't been able to get through the other times. This time, Tarek is playing it close, walking right in fact, trading places with them inside of the smoke. Skadoodle getting a kill, and Tarek now rejoining the terrorist force, but he's a bit of a traitor and gonna get a couple of kills at least, well, just the one, trying for the spray, and eventually the double there. So just incredibly well played from him. 20 kills, my God.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, he just has such a good feel for what's happening right now. Like, just perfectly positioned to make incredible plays. Doesn't even really need to. Second of all, that's just like kind of how this match has gone. Skadoodle needs to go down 5 seconds before he actually died there. He shouldn't be allowed to get that second kill.
One of those games, isn't it? I mean, it really does happen to every team every once in a while. You're going to have a game like this, but you're hoping that it's not going to be at the major. You really don't want that.
Ooh, look at Skadoodle. He's got the angle. Aggression down mid. That's going to be a free kill, and he's going to get away.
And then the smoke only went up after he left. So obviously if the smoke is there, Sen is going to be worried. But because there's no smoke, he just sort of said, well, right, I'm just going to check the corner. It's going to be fine. Dennis now in a bit of a tough position. Has revealed himself. No bullets going through. The grenade, though, going to land right at the feet of Speedy. In the meantime, Dennis goes down to Stewie. I mean, this is completely falling apart.
Yeah, what can you do? You're getting picked off. You're losing players before you're even allowed to execute the strategy that's likely called out of spawn. Utility usage has been great for Cloud9. This is just I think giving Sprout a bit of a lesson here. Tarek still in the smoke once again. He's gone to the Stewie school of Counter-Strike.
Yes, he has. Oh, he actually sort of messes it up a bit. I think they baited out those shots from Crystal with the flashbang, and then Tarek listened to sort of the audio direction and actually tried to look that way. That was very interesting. If that had worked out, that would have been almost genius. Automatic going to shut it down at the end, and that's 13-2 in the first half, with miraculously Tarek dropping 20 kills, 17 on Stewie. I mean, it's out of control. Absolutely out of control.
Well, a dominant first half, and this is just how confident they start feeling at the end. And I mean, never really, letting up with on the pressure from Cloud9. They were still being aggressive, still being very, very calculated and calm, and still very disciplined in their teamwork and their setups.
We saw 2 Molotovs from Sprout when they were on the T side, and he did have a very cool strategy for the pistol round that you should go back and watch, even if this has been a disappointing first half for them. That pistol round was still really nice, and I still stand by that was really good Counter-Strike. Now it's 2 HE grenades for Cloud9, so maybe we can see some more bombs being dropped here on Sprout.
This could be another very aggressive B strategy in the pistol round for Cloud9. This could be, instead of setting up and doing the Molotovs into the back of the bomb site, this could be faster paced right off the bat. If Cloud9 throws those 2 nades over the half wall, you can either throw them in front of the corner off the wall, or you can throw them really just at that corner in that choke point and see if you get lucky, someone spotting for information, someone pushing and trying to have control.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a little bit out of your control whether or not they stand at the first corner or they push up to the car wreck.
Yeah.
And you don't obviously know that, but if you get the right timing, if you guess it right, then yeah, that you could win the round in 2 grenades.
Regardless, it's whatever's been called, it's all smiles for the Cloud9 side. They are obviously not feeling any pressure after that first half, 13-2.
Rough turn of events here for the Sprout team. 2 rounds, not very much to build on, but never say never. I mean, we've seen crazy stuff happen in the past at majors, and, winning the pistol round here could definitely set them up a little bit better. We'll see what happens here. Second half coming up. Speedy and Dennis at top mid, and looks like they are going to go exactly for that. Top Banana rushing in. Blue grenades are raining on through, but Innocent hitting a headshot. Great follow-up, looking for more, and he's going to challenge the rest of the team. Almost out of bullets now. He's forced to reload. Crystal's behind him, and it's a complete meat grinder here. Innocent picking up 3 kills, all of them headshots, and finally, Sprout is going to win the round here. Very good job on him.
Well, exactly what we thought, but like you said, you can't really control where the CTs go. Innocent beat the grenades, obviously, gets a couple very nice shots early on to slow him down. The grenades bounce off the wall towards sandbags, and no one was actually there. So they don't do any damage whatsoever, and enough time is taken to allow the flanks start to come in, and a nice pistol round from Sprout. That'll help them out get started, but remember, they've now won both pistol rounds in this match.
Yes, you wouldn't think it when you look at the scoreboard, but that is true. Last time they couldn't hold on to it, though. They got upset very quick after winning the pistol.
Yep.
This time should be better. Cloud9 have invested into the round. They've got 3 Deagles and 2 CCs, and Automatic is just trying to be incredibly fast, running right into the middle, not worried at all. Crystal, I think he spotted that out. Gonna go for the fight, and he does a lot of damage.
Automatic's Deagle is nothing to laugh at. Stewie going for it there, and there's Rush. Dennis gets baited into that, perhaps some frustration, sticking around for that fight and exposing himself to Boiler. But you can just see how confident this Cloud9 side is. Automatic essentially just rushing mid to grab an angle. They've got bracket control, they've got a man advantage, they've taken decent damage. And here's Sprout, excuse me. A little bit of a slip there, huh?
Yeah, could have been, almost.
Shout out to my boy.
Yes, your brain just wandered off on its own. Innocent trying to fall back, Sen being called in. Cloud9, they can smell blood and they want to go for it here. Innocent, though, going to shut them down. Did a very good job in the beginning of this second half. Sen following up. That will be one more round here. So Sprout's starting to lay the foundation. This climbing back from this kind of deficit it's almost like an art form, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like, because if you're halfway there, let's say they get up to like 10 rounds,
okay.
There are so many teams that they sort of lose focus along the way, and then it just all falls apart. I really feel like having that focus and that control all the way through is so difficult. And you need a really good captain and a really good leader that can sort of, you know, keep everyone focused on that. See if they manage it. It's still pretty far away.
Pop flash, I think, for Banana to come through this smoke, I would imagine, but Innocent's going to be in front of it. I don't think he'll get blind. Gonna lay another smoke down deep. There it is. Yeah, that flash was for him. He doesn't get blind, and he doesn't get a kill either. Gets taken out. Aggression gonna be continued right into the mayhem. There's the Deagle out for Zen. He's traded off as well. Rotation is already here, though. Crystal should be able to shut this down, prevent the plant. Exactly what happens, and Rush has no HP. And he's very far away, but cool idea. Almost gets him something.
It was a cool idea, but the
didn't
Arch actually ate all of that flashbang, so a little bit confusing.
Maybe it's just an awkward position it's not designed for. Maybe it's for something like logs or something on the right side instead of the left side.
Yeah, it could be.
Either way, 2 kills. Good amount of bonus money for Zen. I think he got 2 kills with the SMG. Excuse me, 3 kills.
Yeah, almost picking up that round entirely. 13-5. And AWP there on Crystal. AKs all around on the Cloud9 side, including quite a few Molotov grenades. So let's see. They appear to have a very good understanding of playing the defense side. Now, if they could do the same here on T side and set up just a couple of good executes, this game could be over really quickly.
Almost dropped far back and very, very quickly. Look at this Tarek. Oh, the pop flash almost allows Crystal to pick him off. Molotov to keep the pressure at bay, at least for the time being. But you can see how much earlier in the round Cloud9 is being aggressive, how much utility they're forcing out quickly. They're going to readjust. Stewie and Tarek and Banana. The rest of them just kind of playing at default. Attack with the smoke spray coming through, and Stewie can't win that one. Nade damage onto Tarek. Seems like he wants to go through it, but not going to happen.
Sen is still hiding in that corner. I wonder if they're going to remember to check it, because they've already had a bit of a fight here. Sen actually wants to move out. Innocent's falling back. He has got a flashbang, and he's going to put it in his hand now. So Sen's probably going to get flashed in a couple of seconds. There it is. No one on the other side, but that is information that Sprout can try and work off of. That's still not bad.
Another Molotov into T-mid. Keep Cloud9 honest. No real map control. Tarek still has Banana, but they haven't cleared out halls, and here they come up mid. Smoke towards the left side. That's going to prevent any damage from there, and more Molotovs just to delay the timer, but that presence keeps 3 players at A. Zen and Innocent back towards B, and they're going to have to go through this smoke. There's the flashbangs going over. Tarek knows it. Without hesitation, he comes through. No one checks the boost, though. He's dropped. Now trying to spam the boost is Rush, but Innocent gets a kill. Zen has the timing of jumping through this smoke if he wants. It's a 2-on-4. Rush is going to get the plant. Automatic has to cover him, so small victory with the extra $800.
Smart play right now for Sen, not pushing in alone to try and stop the bomb. He waited for his teammates. That's what he should do. If they push it all at the same time, they should be able to win this fairly easily. Automatic is a dangerous player, but Rush almost out of health as well. Automatic with the double spray down, looking for more, but he's finally going to be out of it. And now Rush, one long-range headshot, looking for a bit. Oh my God, Rush, it does it again! Taking down the last player of the triple, and Cloud9 one step closer. This is amazing to watch right now.
This is such a difficult spot. I thought Automatic being here, this would seal the end of the round. It's so tough to get a multi-kill from there, but that spray control is beautiful. And Rush, that's great. Immediate headshot, and he knows he can't commit to a fight. He's just got a shoulder peek and burst. Nails the follow-up. Just another round in a long list of rounds. If you're Sprout, you can't be losing. Going back to the first half, and a 2-on-4 is converted by Cloud9. Rush had 6 HP. That was like 106
yes.
HP versus 4 players.
Just very impressive, and the determination. They look like such a focused team right now.
Yes.
If they can keep this through, and if they can even just increase, like, 2% per day throughout the major, then they could be a highly competitive team once we get all the way through. I don't want to get too hyped up, but I'm pretty excited for the way that Cloud9 are playing right now.
Get hyped up, Anders.
Am I allowed?
Join the dark side.
Thing is, my heart's been broken so many times in the past, Moses, Not as many as yours,
yeah,
but...
I was gonna say, don't you dare speak to me of broken hearts.
14-5, 20th round coming in here. Money already starting to look a bit rough for Sprout. It was early in the half here that the victories happened, so they hadn't built a really big bank. Some spray coming through, and Speedy can tell that he's a little bit uncomfortable, but he's dodged most of it, and now I think he's going to be in just a lot of trouble. He never wants Rush with the follow-up headshot. They can just slow it down. They don't actually have to rush in here, but it looks like they're just going to be out the balcony. Innocent getting a headshot on one. Needs another one. There's the double. Looking for the triple. Innocent, absolutely stunning deal work here. And Cloud9 may be getting a bit too ahead of themselves.
I mean, he's done everything he can to get him in this round, hasn't he? Great kills, great hold off down into a 2-on-2. Bomb is going to get planted, and where do they go to afterwards? Skadoodle heading back to his lane. There's an easy shot. Zen walks into it, and it's just Crystal, and unfortunately, I don't think he spotted anyone over that smoke. It just gets refreshed. He throws a deeper smoke, but he knows there's no chance of him winning. No kit in the AWP is just too unwieldy for this. So despite the effort out of Innocent, phenomenal effort.
Yeah, he did a really miraculous job there, but not quite enough. Crystal gonna make his escape, and you can understand why. I mean, if they can get that orb into play in the next round, just one position, maybe they can hold on. It is match point though, Cloud9 here, 15-5. Wow.
Yeah, this was beautiful. Even the flashbang, it recovers nicely. I mean, we said it yesterday. It's better to be lucky than good any day, and that's perhaps a lucky shot there, but the follow-up is certainly spectacular. A little bit of a smile on his face after that, but then the frustration seeps in. You can see him laugh a little bit as they said, nice shot, and then he remembers what's actually happening.
Yeah, I said it right there. Did everything for you guys. Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking. This whole match has been from Sprout's point of view. I mean, they've done so many wonderful things, but Cloud9 are just one step ahead every single time. Here's the boost, and Tarek sees it coming from behind the woodlogs. No chance at all. Rush waiting on the other side in case anyone was going to try and be aggressive. One more round. 4 more kills, in fact, and they're going to be able to do it.
Something good so far. There's aggression. Just spraying the smoke.
I don't even know what I'm watching anymore. It's ridiculous.
That's Stewie. He was born in the smoke. Rush goes down, and it's just a matter of time. One defender left. That's Zen. Back at the bomb site, Stewie's going to turn the corner there, looking for that exact position, and there it goes. Dennis and Speedy rotating over, but they've been uprooted. Anders.
Yes, they have. I like that. This has been just a rough game for Sprout, without a doubt. Dennis and Speedy are left here. 2 versus 4 to try and hold on to it. Speedy goes for the spray through the smoke, and it's going to be able to take out Automatic, but with the bomb already down, they are running out of time very quickly. They have a kit currently picked up, but they need to find their way through somehow. No saving or anything else can be done. Dennis is going to be going down, and Speedy tries, but he falls, and it's 16-5 in favor of Cloud9 in what has to be one of the most savage spankings we've seen so far in the major. I can't believe what we just